Hello everyone. For today's lesson, you need to tear out page 545 and page 547. Okay. Today's lesson is lesson 9.7, equivalent fractions. Essential question: how can you use models to name equivalent fractions? Let's find out. We are going to unlock the problem. Cole brought a submarine sandwich to the picnic. He shared the sandwich equally with 3 friends. The sandwich was cut into eighths. What are 2 ways to describe the part of the sandwich each friend ate? Cole grouped the smaller pieces into 2s. Draw circles to show equal groups of 2 pieces to show what each friend ate. Okay, equal groups of 2 pieces, that's what we're going to circle. Okay, 1, 2 pieces. 1, 1, 2 pieces. 2, 1, 2 pieces. 3, 1, 2 pieces. 4. How many people shared the sandwich? Okay, well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? It was Cole, he, and his 3 friends. So he plus his 3 friends is 4 people. There are 4 equal groups. Each group is 1/4 of the whole sandwich. So, each friend ate 1/4 of the whole sandwich. How many eighths did each friend eat? Okay, so we want to know eighths, so our denominator is 8. So, out of the 8 pieces, each friend ate 1, 2. 2 eighths. So 1/4 and 2 eighths are equivalent fractions since they both name the same amount of the sandwich. So 1/4 and 2 eighths of the sandwich are 2 ways to describe the part of the sandwich each friend ate. Okay, so each friend ate 1 out of 4 groups or 2 out of all 8 pieces. Try this. Circle equal groups. Write an equivalent fraction for the shaded part of the whole. Okay, so we're going to circle equal groups. So 4 out of 8, 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is also the same as, how many whole groups do we have? 2 equal groups, they said. That's what we circled. How many are shaded out of the 2 equal groups? 1. So 4 eighths is equal to 1/2. Math talk. Apply. What is a different way you could have circled the equal groups? Well, we could have done equal groups of 2. So 4 eighths, we had equal groups of 2. Then we have, out of 4 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, how many of them are shaded? 1, 2. So 4 eighths is equivalent to 2/4. We are going to flip over to page 546. Example. Model the problem. Heidi ate 3/4 of her fruit bar. Molly ate 4 eighths of her fruit bar. which is the same size, so they have equal parts. Which girl ate more of her fruit bar? Okay, so Heidi ate 3/6 and Molly ate 4/8. Okay, we're going to shade 3/6 of Heidi's fruit bar. Here's Heidi's. 3 out of 6 we're going to shade. 1, 2, 3 out of the 6. Then we're going to shade 4/8 of Molly's fruit bar. Here's Molly's. 1, 2, 3, 4/8. Is 3/6 greater than, less than, or equal to 4/8? Well, we can see that it's half on this, on Heidi's. It's also half on Molly's. So 3/6 is equal to 4/8. So both girls ate the same amount. Try this. Each shape is one whole. Write an equivalent fraction for the shaded part of the model. So with the green ones, we know that one whole has 1, 2, 3 whole parts. So 3 is our denominator. How many are shaded green? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6/3 are shaded. Over here, how many make up one whole? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is our denominator because 6 parts make up one whole. How many are shaded altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 6/3 is equivalent to 12/6. Share and show. Each shape is one whole. Use the model to find the equivalent fraction. Okay, so 2/4, this is 2 out of 4 shaded, is equal to how many out of halves? Well, there's 2 halves. How many are shaded? 1. So 2/4 is equivalent to 1/2. Math talk. Use reasoning. Explain why equivalent fractions name the same amount. Well, the fractions represent the shaded amount that are the same size, right? These are the same size, and they're from the same size wholes. So that's how we know that they're equivalent. So the fractions represent shaded amounts that are the same size and are from the same sized wholes. You can pause if you need to finish writing. Okay. Each shape is one whole. Shade the model to find the equivalent fraction. Okay, number 2. If we look, we have 2 out of 4 that are shaded. So we're going to shade the same amount over here out of the 8ths because 8 equal parts make up the whole over here. So we're going to shade to make it equal. So we'll shade this row and we will shade this row. Are those equivalent? Do they look the same shaded? Yes. So how many 8ths is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2/4 is equivalent to 4/8. Number 3. 12/6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 are shaded out of, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in one whole. So 6 is our denominator. So over here, 3 make up one whole, 1, 2, 3, that's our denominator. We need to shade it equally so the entire whole is shaded on this one and the entire whole is shaded on this one. So we're going to shade the entire whole. Okay, so how many thirds are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 12/6 is equal to 6/3. Number 4. Andy swam 8/8 of a mile in a race. Use the number line to find a fraction that is equivalent to 8/8. Okay, so 8/8 is equal to which fraction? Well, if we go and we find 8/8, it is equivalent or equal to 4/4. Okay, once you're done writing, we're going to move on to page 450 or 547. Page 547. Number 5. Circle equal groups to find the equivalent fractions or fraction. Okay. So 3/6, so 1, 2, 3 out of 6 are shaded. Well, if you want two groups, 1, 2, our denominator's 2, so there are two groups. How many of those groups are shaded? 1. So 3/6 is equivalent to 1/2. Number 6. 6/6 are shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all of them are shaded, so 6 out of 6. So, if they want three groups, 1, 2, 3, is that three equal groups? Yes, it is. So how many are shaded out of these three groups? One group is shaded, two groups are shaded, three groups are shaded. So 6/6 is equivalent to 3/3. On your own. Each shape is one whole. Shade the model to find the equivalent fraction. Okay. Number 7. We have this side is shaded, so 1/2 is shaded. So now we're going to shade this side on this one. And shade this side on this one, so they're all equal. They're all equivalent to one another. So 1/2 is equal to, we know that there are two shaded out of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1/2 is equivalent to 2/4. Then we have eighths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4/8. So 1/2 is equivalent to 2/4, which is equivalent to 4/8. Number 8. We are going to shade the model to find equivalent fractions. So these are all shaded. So both holes are completely shaded. So we're going to completely shade both of these holes as well to make them equivalent. Looks like basketball. All right. So we know that 1, 2, 3, 4 are shaded out of 2 because 2 halves make up a whole. So over here we have 8 are shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many are in one whole? 1, 2, 3, 4. So our denominator is 4. So 8/4 is equivalent to 4/2. Moving on, we're going to circle equal groups to find the equivalent fraction. Number 9. 6/8 are shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 8 total are shaded. Well, if we want them in in 4 equal groups, we are going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal groups. Is that correct? There's 2 in this group, 2 in this group, 2 in this group, and 2 in this group. Is that correct? Yes. So, how many are shaded out of the 4 groups? 1 group is shaded, 2 groups are shaded, 3 groups are shaded. So 3 out of 4 groups are shaded. So 6/8 is equivalent to 3/4. Number 10. We have 1, 2, shaded out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 6s are shaded. If we want 3 groups that are equal, 1, 2, 3, are those equal groups? There are 2 in this group, 2 in this group, and 2 in this group. Yes, those are equal groups. So, out of the 3 groups, how many are shaded? 1. 1 group is shaded out of 3. So 2/6 is equal to 1 out of 3, 1/3. Number 11. Write the fraction that names the shaded part of each circle. All right, how many are shaded? 1, 2. So our numerator is 2. How many are there altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2/6. How many are shaded? 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1/4. 1 is shaded on this one out of 1, 2, 3. So 1/3. 1, 2 are shaded out of 1, 2, 3, 4 in our whole. So 2/4 are shaded. And last but not least, 1, 2 are shaded out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2/8 are shaded. Which pairs of fractions are equivalent? Is 2/6 the same as any of the others? It looks like 2/6 and 1/3 are the same. So 2/6 and 1/3. What else? 1/4. Is that equivalent to 1/3? No. Is it equivalent to 2/4? No. Is it equivalent to 2/8? Does this look the same as this? Yes. So 1/4 and 2/8. All right. Number 12, mathematical practice. Apply. Matt cut his small pizza into 6 equal pieces and ate 4 of them. Josh cut his small pizza, which is the same size, so they're the same size, so they're equivalent, into 3 equal pieces and ate 2 of them. Write fractions for amount they each ate. Are the fractions equivalent? Draw to explain. Okay, so Matt cut his small pizza into 6 equal pieces and ate 4 of them. Josh cut his small pizza, which is the same size, into 3 equal pieces and ate 2 of them. So Matt's is cut into 6 equal pieces, and Josh cut his pizza that's the same size into 3 equal pieces. Matt ate 4 of his. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Josh ate 2 of his. Write fractions for amount they each ate. Well, Matt ate how many? Matt ate 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 out of how many? 6. And Josh ate 1, 2 out of 1, 2, 3. 3. Are they equivalent? Yes, they have the same amount left over. Yes. We'll go ahead and put 4/6 is equal to 2/3. Great job. Let's go over to page 548. Problem solving applications. Number 13. Christy bought 8 muffins. She chose 2 apple, 2 banana, and 4 blueberry. She and her family ate the apple and banana muffins, say apple and banana, for breakfast. What fraction of the muffins did they eat? Write an equivalent fraction and draw a picture. Okay, well, she had 2 apple, 2 banana, and 4 blueberry. 1, 2, 3, 4 blueberry. Okay. She and her family ate the apple and banana muffins for breakfast. So the 2 apple and the 2 banana breakfast, or banana muffins they ate for breakfast. What fractions of the muffins did they eat? So they ate 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 muffins. 4/8 of the muffins. Let's find an equivalent fraction. What if we put these into 2 equal groups? Okay, so out of the 2 equal groups, how many did they eat? How many are shaded? 1. So 1/2 is an equivalent fraction. Number 14. Think smarter. After dinner, 2/3 of the cornbread is left. Suppose 4 friends want to share it equally. What fraction names how much of the whole pan of cornbread each friend will get? Use the model to the right and explain your answer. Well, we know that 2/3 is left, so if we split it into thirds, we know this is 1/3 because that's what's left, or that's what was eaten, so 2/3 are left. So 2 out of 3 are left. Is that enough for 4 friends to split? No, so we need to split them equally again. So we divided each third into 2 equal parts, right? So then we get 4 pieces in all. So each piece is how much? It's 1 out of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each piece is 1/6 of the whole pie. So we divided each third into 2 equal pieces to get how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, just like we needed for 4 friends, to get 4 pieces in all. Each piece is how many? 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 1/6 of the whole pie. You can pause it if you need to write. We have 3 more left. Number 15. There are 16 people having lunch. Each person wants 1/4 of a pizza. How many whole pizzas are needed? Draw a picture to show your answer. Well, if we know each pizza has to have 4 pieces, then we will cut a pizza into fourths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 people, each wants 1 out of 4. So how many whole pizzas are needed? 1, 2, 3, 4 pizzas. Number 16. Lucy has 5 oatmeal bars, each cut in half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're all cut in half. What fraction names all of the oatmeal bar halves? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there are 2 and 1 whole. So 2 is our denominator. What if Lucy cuts each part of the oatmeal bar into 2 equal pieces to share with friends? So she's going to cut each part into 2. What fraction names all of the oatmeal bar pieces now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 out of how many are in a whole? 1, 2, 3, 4. 20 out of 4. So we know that 10 out of 2 and 20 out of 4 are equivalent fractions. And number 17. Think smarter. Mr. Peters made a pizza. There is 4/8 of the pizza left over. Select the fractions that are equivalent to the part of the pizza that is left over, and mark all that apply. So 4/8 are left over. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So is 5/8 equivalent? Are there 5 out of 8 colored? No, there are only 4 out of 8, so that is not correct. What about 3 out of 4? Are there 3/4? So out of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, are 3 of them colored? Nope. What about 2/4? Out of 4, are 2 of them colored in? 1, 2? Yes, 2 out of 4 are colored in, so that is correct. And what about half? If we look, if you cut it in half, is half colored? 1/2 is colored and the other half is not. So that is correct.